Before I dive into this video, I need your guys' opinion on something. What works better when it comes to introing a YouTube video? Do you think it's better for me to be, hi, my name's Aliee, I run Let's Talk Scream over on Twitter, and today we are talking about, and then go into my topic, or do you think it's better for me to just immediately dive into said topic? I like both, and I can't really decide. They both feel natural, so I'm not sure. Let me know what you think. Now to dive into today's topic, which I need to turn the notifications off on my phone because I'm tired of it vibrating on my leg, which is Scream Curse of Carnage issue number 4. Normally, I don't have these review videos out until Friday after, sometimes not even until a week after. The reason why I'm able to get this one out a little bit faster is because most of you know that my family is moving, so to save money, instead of ordering myself a physical copy, I went ahead and just straight up bought the digital one, and I'll get my physical copy at a later date. So it makes it easier for me for these videos, and for me, ordering a physical comic makes the entire thing cost about $8-9 because most places charge I think this one was $3.39, and they'll charge just that same amount for shipping. So anyway, let's get into this. If you haven't read Scream Curse of Carnage issue number 4, you are probably going to want to turn away from this video because I'm just going to dive right into what I consider to be the most exciting part of the issue, which is I think this is building up to finally Andy using her Hellmark. I'm going to reference the issue like I have my phone in my hand because I've only gotten a chance to read through it once. But some of the comments that Big Mother makes really hints towards her knowing about this power of Andy's. And we know that Andy still has her Hellmark because we've seen her use it against Carnage and Funeral Pyre. But we haven't seen her use it yet in this little solo run. And I think a lot of us have been waiting for that. We've kind of been on the edge of our seats waiting for Andy to, shoot fire again, because one of the coolest moments of Scream's Absolute Carnage tie-in was her doing the fire blast out of her mouth, which is also super interesting because most of the time symbiotes are weak to fire. Everything's weak to fire, but yeah. Another theme that I've been noticing, and I talked about this with her Absolute Carnage tie-in, but I'm noticing it carrying over to the solo run too, which is there's kind of an underlying theme of even if you're struggling with something, you're never alone. And whether that thing be, something mental, whether it be physical, I guess whether it be a giant psychotic fish woman who's trying to kill you. Because this issue opens right up where the last one ended, which is with Andy being in this faux version of her living room with both of her parents and with Flash Thompson. Obviously, it's all an illusion, and it's an illusion to try to trick her into giving up. It almost works until Scream pulls her back, and Scream basically tells her, you nurtured us with your anger, and even if you don't know it, you're a loving person. You have a lot of love inside you. You have a lot of love to give, and we can feel that. And I don't know, I just think that's really cool because Andy started this kind of resenting Scream and hating her, and the two of them are really starting to form a relationship, really starting to form a friendship, and realizing that they really need each other because they're kind of all the other one has. I don't know, I like the energy that some of Scream and Andy's conversations are kind of putting off, because I'm pretty sure everybody can relate to feeling completely alone and like there's nobody there for you. And Andy Benton's definitely struggled with that for the last few issues. So I think it's cool that there is this theme of Scream trying to comfort Andy and trying to help her, instead of where sometimes when we have symbiotic relationships like this, we have, the symbiote is malicious or the host is malicious. They price. And we don't really get that kind of compassion. And we're getting that from Scream and Andy. And I think that's awesome because Clay seems to have a really good understanding on a good symbiote host relationship. So, moving on to probably one of the cooler parts of this run, and cool as in just like, that's fucking cool, there's not really any deeper I can read into it, would definitely be this page right here, where Scream is able to turn into this badass looking underwater monster lady. This is so cool. I mean, I don't even know how to describe this. She looks like, I don't know, like, you can see, like, the start of the wings, right, because this is the scene right before she ends up bursting out of the water, which we actually got this scene a couple weeks ago from the preview pages that got released early. They were textless, but we still got it. It makes me think of some sort of, like, prehistoric dinosaur, and I hope we get to see more of this, because we've seen 2 different symbiote transformations over the last 2 issues, and I think it's so cool because we're getting to see symbiotes mimic something other than their human host. We did get some more lore behind Grendel and behind Big Mother, so that was a really cool inclusion because not only do we have these pages that are set in modern times, but we get stuff that is set back a little bit further too. And it kind of fleshes out Big Mother and her motivations and gives her a reason for doing what she's doing instead of just, being big, bad, and evil. You always gotta have a good motivation with your antagonist. And finally, this issue ends on probably one of my most hated things, and that is a fucking cliffhanger. I fucking hate cliffhangers, and I mean, I'm used to them. I've been reading comics for a year and a half, or something like that. So I have gotten used to cliffhangers, but man, I hate cliffhangers. But I get why they have to be there. So this issue ends with Andy being eaten by Big Mother, and that's what makes me think that her hell powers are going to awaken, because she's been separated from Scream and kind of left to die, more or less, with Scream, encouraging her to go. But I really think this is going to lead to Andy's Hellmark. I'm hoping that if it does lead to Andy's Hellmark, it doesn't get spoiled in the preview pages. I really don't want to see that in the preview. I want to open the issue next month and see it that way. I guess the remedy to that is just to not look at the preview pages, but yeah, I'm not gonna just not look at preview pages. I'm not that strong. I can't do it. But I'm hoping that, the next issue will start out with, like, maybe a little bit of a monologue from Andy from, inside Big Mother's mouth. And, maybe like a full page spread of her, like, blasting this fire up through Big Mother's mouth with, like, teeth flying everywhere. And I wish I could draw, I guess is what I'm saying, is I really wish I could draw. So this was a great issue, and I'm thinking that the Big Mother arc is ending with issue 5. I might be wrong, because originally I thought it was going to end with issue 4, but I guess it's going on to issue 5, which is good. 5's a good number to end something on. But I'm very excited for the next issue. I'm hoping to get my hard copy sometime in the future, hoping to get that really cool variant cover where Scream is sitting on top of all of those skulls. That was badass, and I would love to hang that on my wall. So, what did you guys think of Scream Curse of Carnage issue number 4? Do you think this is leading up to Andy using her Hellmark, or do you think this is leading up to possibly something else? Let me know your thoughts below. As long as I'm able to get these Curse of Carnage issues, I will be doing reviews for them, usually within a week of them coming out. If I buy the hard copy, then I have to wait for my hard copy to come out. If I only buy digital, then I can do it instantly. I prefer to have the hard copies, but that's just me. I'll get them eventually. No big deal. So if you're not already following me on Let's Talk Scream, I run that over on Twitter. I'll leave the link in the description below, as will be my personal Twitter account, my Doctor Who page over on Facebook that I run, and my Ko-fi account. My Ko-fi account, any money donated to that is going towards helping moving expenses for my family. Nothing donated to I'm not using anything donated to Ko-fi account to buy anything other than just things that are needed for the house. So also, if you donate to my Ko-fi, you get free pictures of my kitty cat's feet. So if you like cute little kitty cat feetsies, there's a cat over here. You guys just can't see him because he's sleeping. Then donate to my Ko-fi account, hit me up, and you'll get free cat feet photos. So I made a video with a little bit more details on that, and you can find that on my channel as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will try to keep you all up to date with any kind of news regarding the Scream symbiote that comes out. So thank you for watching, and I'll see everyone next time.